Published in 1951, The Catcher in the Rye is a coming-of-age novel narrated by Holden Caulfield, a disaffected teenager recounting events that led to his mental breakdown. The novel explores themes of alienation, innocence, grief, and the search for authenticity in a world Holden sees as phony. The narrative unfolds as Holden tells his story retrospectively from a mental institution or rest home. The story begins at Pensy Prep, a private boarding school in Pennsylvania. Holden has been expelled for failing 4 out of 5 subjects, marking his 4th expulsion. Disillusioned and lonely, he fights with his roommate Stradlater, who went on a date with Jane Gallagher, a girl Holden admires deeply. After the fight, Holden decides to leave Pensy early, planning to stay in New York City for a few days before returning home. Arriving in Manhattan, Holden checks into the Edmond Hotel, where he observes adults engaging in sordid behavior, deepening his disgust with adult hypocrisy. He makes several attempts to connect with others, calling old acquaintances, hiring a prostitute, whom he only wants to talk to, and meeting nuns at breakfast. But each encounter leaves him feeling more isolated. Holden's encounters expose his conflicting desires. He longs for human connection, yet fears intimacy and rejection. He goes on a disastrous date with his old friend Sally Hayes, alternately declaring love and insulting her, symbolizing his emotional instability and confusion. Holden's thoughts frequently return to Ali, his younger brother who died of leukemia. Ali represents innocence and purity, and Holden's grief over his death fuels his breakdown. He fantasizes about becoming the catcher in the rye, a protector of children playing in a field who saves them from falling off a cliff, a metaphor for saving innocence from the corruption of adulthood. As his depression deepens, Holden sneaks into his parents' apartment to visit his beloved younger sister, Phoebe, who is perceptive and kind. Phoebe confronts Holden about his aimlessness and desire to run away. When she insists on joining him, he realizes he can't ruin her innocence by taking her with him. The emotional climax occurs when Holden watches Phoebe ride a carousel in the rain, realizing he cannot stop children from growing up, but he can love them as they do. This moment of acceptance represents spiritual renewal and a glimmer of hope for Holden's recovery. The novel ends with Holden in a rest home, recovering from his breakdown and preparing to attend a new school. His final reflection, "Don't ever tell anybody anything. If you do, you start missing everybody," captures his lingering vulnerability and yearning for connection, even as he moves toward healing. Some of the themes in the story is loss of innocence, alienation, identity, and the painful transition to adulthood. Salinger portrays adolescence as both a time of confusion and purity, where authenticity becomes an act of rebellion.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos.